Okay, let's chat. Hello and welcome back to another episode. This is Michelle and thanks for tuning in. Today I'm just going to be talking about how confidence is a habit and how you can practice to have better confidence. Different ways for people to strive to have better confidence in different situations. And the biggest one, the point of all of this is to say that you can practice confidence to become more confident, just like you practice everything else. And I think when I observe people who are really lacking confidence, most of the time they're lacking confidence to take any action, and then they take no action. And when they take no action, they are doing the thing that's reaffirming why they have no confidence. So this video was recently posted on Instagram where this guy was talking about volleyball, and he was talking about how hand setting is something that a lot of people get really nervous about, and they're like, how can I get better? How can I get better? How can I get better? And this happens across the board on numerous things in life. And people will sit there and go find all the information on how to get better. Good for them, because at least they are taking one step towards getting better. So they go find all the information and they're like, okay, I have all this knowledge. And then they don't go do it in the game, or they don't go do it in the times that matter. Of course, maybe they do it before, which is also good. They do it in practice sessions and stuff, but are they willing to take the risk to actually go put it into action when it's necessary, right? So even in easy situations in a game, are you willing to do this? In easy situations in life, are you willing to attempt that thing you've been practicing? And the real test comes up when you're able to put yourself in a situation where you're like, I'm going to start using this new action, this new thing in a situation that's not as easy, in a situation that's harder. So he talks about it in volleyball terms in the way that, okay, you're practicing it, you learn it all, but then people won't use it in the easiest situations in the game, but the confidence comes from doing it. And then when the situation is hard, when the situation is tough, when something important is on the line, then doing it then. Even if you fail then, okay, that sucks. But when you get it right then, the glory from that is going to make you so much more confident, and you were building your confidence up to that point. So how does that relate back to confidence in other parts of your life? Well, it also relates to your mindset. It also relates to something I talk about all the time, boundaries. It relates so much to boundaries. The amount of people who I sit and talk to about boundaries all the time, yet I watch them and they never set boundaries. And they will still give me excuses like, yeah, but Michelle, it's hard. Michelle, it's really hard. Yeah, I know it's hard. But I guess maybe for me, the big difference at this point in my life is staying still is hard. Staying stagnant is hard, because once you get the taste of what it's like to have what you really want, why would I continuously settle for having the things that I don't want because it was hard that one time? Setting boundaries is telling someone to respect you. You're telling me it's hard to tell someone how to respect you. I find it hard to allow someone to continuously disrespect me because I've learned to set boundaries. And once you do it, you get so much good feedback from yourself in those situations that you're like, why would I ever do anything different? When you don't set good boundaries, let's say with your friends, they're not even going to get into random people yet. Let's say you start setting better boundaries with your friends, and then your friends respond by listening or not listening to your boundaries. Your life gets so much better because you don't walk around upset about this thing that you used to be upset about all the time, because now you're actually speaking up for yourself. All you're doing is using your voice. With your friends, assuming they're your friends, they will start to listen. The people who aren't listening, well, look at that. Now you got rid of people who don't matter in your life. You gave them power for your life. You gave them some kind of meaning, but they don't respect you. So why I'm not going to be able to relate. I don't understand why I would want people in my life that don't respect me. I like being respected. I like respecting other people. Why would I want to give space and time to people who don't respect me? That doesn't make any sense. Going back to confidence being a habit. So you could do this with setting boundaries. What's another example you could do this with? Another example where this happens. Okay, so I do sports, I do volleyball. Let's put this into dancing. If you never try the new moves that you learned in class, of course you can go to the class and you can learn all the moves, but if you never try the new moves that you learned in class in a social situation, you're never going to be confident to do it in the social situation. You have to put some kind of risk into the situation. You can practice, but then you need to go put yourself into the situation so that you're acting. Movement and acting is what's going to build your confidence. Imagine if all the DJs never played their songs for someone else because they were too scared to play their songs. Living in fear will not get you confidence. It's literally, I think it might be the most opposite of confidence is fear. You have to be able to overcome the fear, get just outside of your comfort zone to be able to allow good things to come in. This happens with dating. If you are working on yourself, or you're never putting yourself out there to be vulnerable, what's the point? Of course, it doesn't mean you have to be vulnerable with everyone. Of course, it doesn't mean you should go play your new song for people who are not going to be supportive, or it doesn't mean you're supposed to go do these things with the wrong people. You should just be making sure at some point you were putting yourself just outside of your comfort zone so that you are able to test what you've learned. Does you no good to just have a ton of knowledge and then not do anything with it. So building your confidence. What do you do with this information? Okay, Michelle, so I know that you can practice these things, but how do I actually practice these things? Okay, so you have the knowledge and boundaries. I've talked about boundaries so much, but let's do self-talk. This one's a good one. Okay, self-talk. So you need to know how to talk to yourself nicely. Okay, you can go do affirmations. You can just literally start talking to yourself. If you've ever hung out with me, you can hear me verbalizing everything. Mostly I have this issue. There's no disconnect, like the brain straight out. But you can start by practicing saying nice things to yourself in nice situations. The amount of people I know who have issues with cheering themselves on in good situations is, I think it's weird. They have an issue with cheering themselves on in good situations. How are you ever going to support yourself in a bad situation if you don't know how to cheer yourself on in a good situation? So what we're going to do, start saying good things about ourselves in good situations. This is the easiest of the times to say good things about yourself. Oh, Michelle, you know what you did today? You recorded a video. Nice job. You're doing great. Michelle, and it doesn't mean you have to lie to yourself. This is a mindset shift for so many people. Speaking good to yourself is not lying to yourself. Saying good things is not lying to yourself. So this video is not on that mindset shift, but you have to start to understand that you are fully allowed to like yourself. Go ahead and give yourself permission. I give myself permission to love Michelle. I'm really good at that. I love Michelle. I give myself permission to love Michelle. I give myself permission to be kind to Michelle. Some people need this part. So go through that. Go write yourself a letter giving yourself permission for everything. Like if you're into journaling, go write yourself a letter giving yourself permission to be nice to yourself, giving yourself permission to be successful, giving yourself permission to fail and that it's okay because you took the chance, giving yourself permission to be vulnerable. Give yourself permission to do all these things, okay? And then after that, now we've got the background layered, okay? These are ways I support myself. You did great today. You look great today. Wow, your makeup looks awesome. Wow, oh, look, here's a dance one. Oh, look, you followed that. That was really nice. Good job. Simple. What would you, if you can't, I know that I have a very extensive vocabulary on how to talk good to myself because I've been doing it for a while, but how do you get there if you're starting from like a lot of negative talk, right? What would you say to your friend? How would you support your friend? good job on your new whatever. Nice shoes. Those shoes look great on you. Do simple things. It doesn't even have to be super deep. I like this color on me. This color looks good on you, Michelle. Nice. Simple, right? Then you can start doing deeper things in different situations. Oh, wow, you did really good. Look how nice you did with your workout today. I have a workout class where they give you like statistics at the end of each class. And I love looking at it. One, because I just am someone who really loves following statistics on my growth. You can do the same thing for yourself. So go look at your statistics of whatever. Go take a picture of you losing weight. Like take a beginning picture so you can be proud of it later. And then here's another way you can practice. You can go tell someone else. Okay. I know not everyone will receive this, and I can talk about people projecting another time, but don't allow other people's projections to stop your confidence, especially your practicing confidence, because other people will project like no other when you are talking highly of yourself. Even if you're talking normal of yourself, pretty much if you're talking about yourself, unless it's negative, a lot of people are going to project their issues with that onto you. Don't receive it. Just like block it. Okay. So go tell someone who will receive this well. If you don't have it, go post it in a Facebook group or something. I don't know. Maybe that's not the best idea, but find someone who is going to support you when you say something good about yourself. I will have a friend and be like, oh man, look at my new shoes. Look at how great I did on this. Oh man, I meditated every day this week. All they have to be like is like, yeah, and you need to be just as supportive to them, because why not? Why wouldn't you be? Because let me tell you something. I cheer myself on a lot, but I love cheering other people on. Like I love cheering other people on. It is my passion. It is why I become a coach. I love cheering other people on. So if I'm cheering me on and some people are already having issues projecting their insecurities, I'm just going to cheer them right back on, because clearly they need it as well. Okay. So talk about yourself to other people, talk about yourself to you, cheer other people on. And when I'm saying talk about yourself, I'm saying talk nicely. This isn't bragging. Let me go through this real quick. This is not bragging. Okay. This is not making up stories. This is literally saying something good, using good words with you as the subject of the sentence. Okay. I'm so proud of myself that I started my own business. I'm so proud of myself that I have survived being abroad this long, and that I feel like I made the right decision to move abroad. I'm so proud of myself that I blah, blah, blah. Okay. Say these things, write these things, do what you got to do. Okay. Then, because you've gotten so much better at supporting yourself, you don't always have to say it out loud. It's up to you whether you're going to say it out loud, whether you're going to share it with other people. Now, when some real crap, when some real ish comes up, you have practiced so that, hopefully you also have been working on your self-awareness, you can now offer yourself more words of encouragement when some real crap comes up. You can offer yourself some compassion. You can offer yourself some better support. And all of this is definitely going to help your confidence in the end. But you can offer yourself some more support. And by being able, for me, this is one of the biggest things. Because this is where I've noticed that this is huge for me in my own life. If you're able to support yourself in negative situations, are you able to be kind to yourself while pushing yourself? Are you able to speak realistically to yourself while also speaking positively to yourself? Can you admit to your faults while not incriminating? I think that's the word. While not degrading yourself. Can you say, Michelle, that wasn't a good decision. How are you going to do better next time? This is very different than, Michelle, you fucking suck. Michelle, what are you doing? Why are you here? This is terrible. Like even saying that right now, I'm like, ooh, I don't like that. You have to learn and practice the good self-talk to have the good self-talk later on. You have to learn and practice being confident so that you can make it a habit, because it is a habit. It is not a one-time situation. You don't become a confident dancer by never dancing. You practice dancing and you got better at it, and then you became more confident. You can become a confident person. You can be a confident person dancing. It doesn't mean you're always going to be confident in your dancing. It gets better through practice. So why would your mindset be any different than anything else that you've been doing? Of course, in the same way that, for example, if you had issues, if you hurt your knee growing up, or you had some injury, that's the same as your mindset. Maybe you had some real crap happen to you when you were younger, or maybe you had a really bad relationship, or maybe you had some other bad thing happen. You work to heal that just in the same way that you would work to heal some other injury, so that you can free your mind in order to be able to progress in the same way, or not in the same way, and to progress in a different way in the future. Hopefully that resonates with some people. I'm going to do a little series on confidence because I feel like it's such a big topic, and if anybody can get anything out of this, I would just be so happy. If you're looking for more information on how to progress with your identity and having the confidence to step into who you fully are, shoot me a DM and I would love to talk to you more about it. Make sure to like and subscribe, and follow me also on Instagram at I am Michelle White. And I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.